And we are live. Hello and welcome to this, the 113th episode of the Anarchimedes Show. I am your host, Anarchimedes, and it is April 23rd, 2025 at 5:04 in the morning here in the land of the burning sun. And it is rapidly becoming that as things start to warm up around here for the summer. For sure going to live up to its namesake. In any case, wow, I totally spaced getting things ready here. I will be right back. I am not ready. This is what happens when you're a one-man, unscripted, unrehearsed, and you're just kind of flying by the seat of your pants doing things. Just a second. As you can see, I've cleaned up the studio just a little bit here. Made room in the back. That's why we have the halo back there under Homestar going off. You know what? And I didn't even check to see if you could see his feet in the overhead cam. We are building Lego set 75302, the Imperial Shuttle. It is a retired set. 660 pieces in this bad boy. Yeah, let's get this. You see the reflection of the light. Oh well. Comes with an Imperial officer, Luke Skywalker, in his black Jedi Master suit from Return of the Jedi, and a Darth Vader. Give you a picture on the back. The wings, those things fold up and down so it can land. There is space for two people to sit in the back, so you can put Luke and Vader in the back, inside the shuttle while the officer flies. So it's a fun build. It's going to be long. This may take more than one build, more than one episode. It may take more than one episode. That should be fine. We'll just break it up into two parts. So, without further ado, we'll switch over to the overhead cam. And I will slide over here. And no, you can't see Homestar's feet in the cam. How wonderful is that? I know. I like to keep my feet in the cam. Yeah, I know. We all would. Now comes the ASMR part of the video. $660 pieces. Good luck finding the first few. They better hope they're not too small. 6 bags, yeah. We'll most likely divide it up into 2 parts. All right, well, let's first, before we get going too far, find our Imperial officer. There we go. If you can see that on cam, our Imperial officer here. We also have our Luke. We need our Luke. We have our Luke with his lightsaber, but he is in handcuffs. He has been captured for his meeting with the Emperor. And there is Vader. A little dusty. I need to dust him. Ah, dominoes. Domino the minifigs. Down they go. Let's stand them back up here. Maybe. Stand up, I say. You just sit there and lean. Okay. That I found on the first try. Now I need something to hold this book open. Somewhat open. There we go. Hate putting creases in it. Try not to. But sometimes it just pushes me to my limit. Just kidding. Okay, snap, snap. Snap, 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 snap. Imps on the ceiling. Everybody missed Imps on the ceiling. Because my mic was turned off. Just not set up for that scene. And I didn't realize it. Click, 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 click. So welcome to the show as we build Lego set 75302, the Imperial Shuttle. 660 pieces, 6 bags, all opened at once. I did not have this one divided up back into its bags. It is a retired set. It is no longer available new. You would have to find it being sold either secondhand, new, still in box, or you would just, or find it used at your local Bricks and Minifigs, or wherever you pick up Lego. That's correct. Now, yellow, yellow, no, tan. This light tan. I was putting off doing this build because I was concerned about my mic. It's not as good as the wireless mics I use over here at the build station aren't as good as the mic, the studio mic I use. And I was wanting to upgrade my mic before I did too many more Lego builds. But we do what we need to with what we have. When you wait for everything to be perfect, the situation will never be that. You'll be waiting forever. Kind of like me trying to find this one little vent piece. That piece. Slanted vents. Just need a white. See light gray. Probably only one of those pieces in all 660 pieces, and I'm looking for it right now. There it is. Tried to hide from me, but I found you. Okay. I did not disassemble these. This, one of these. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat. If anyone jumps into chat. But sometimes Lego's just nice to sit and listen to. Build another one. Click, 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 clack. Two by threes, 2 by 3s. There's one. I need another. There's one. A light gray 1x3 right there. Okay. Wow, I skipped a step. Skipped a whole step. How about that? Let's build that step. I'm distracted. Oh, I knocked down Vader. Who knocked down Luke? Okay, okay. Long, there it is. And that one, going that way. And like that. To go on there. Here. And that on the top. Turning it over. Keeping it turned over. Looking for step 17. Like this. And then a second like that. This would be so much easier if it was divided into bags. With someone, when they disassembled it, had taken the time and divided it back up into the bags. I can say that. I know the guy who disassembled it. Yep, one more. It's probably the only last one of its kind in this set. The only other piece like it. I'm trying to find it. There it is, right in front of my face. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. There's a snake in my boots. Around here, I'd be more worried about a scorpion being in your shoes. There's a snake in my boots. Okay, we have that piece. Starting on that. Step 22. Trying to find what you need. A 5-hold link in white. Yeah, that's a big one. Those are some big ones. Don't need any of that size. There it is. Right in front of me again. Now for the next one. Okay, trying to find another one of those white. I can find this one faster, right? I should be able to. I should be able to do a lot of things. I could do a lot of things if I had some money. Where are you? Where are you? That first one, and it was in the same place as the other one. I think they're spawning in on me. There's this law of the universe that says you have to look for a Lego piece at least X amount of time, depending on the size and rarity of the piece in the set you're building, before it will manifest itself and you can find it. I'm sure it's something like that, some kind of black magic in the Lego. Easy mistake to fix, if you caught that. I fixed it. Doesn't that look like the Imperial Shuttle? So we get closer and closer. Mm-hmm. is a gray barrel connector. No, we don't need a gray one. Why am I looking? No, we do need a gray one. No, I already did those. I'm on the wrong step. I'm not paying attention. I know what I'm doing. Really? Okay, the smaller pieces to find. There it is. Two of them. And one last one. Where are you? Going to need that. We got parts, pieces spread everywhere. There it is. All right, moving along. There we go. Okay. And that is bag one. Moving on to bag two. Bag two's already open. How about that? more build with the Technic pieces. Double check to make sure I do have the right size, and I do. White, white, white. So much white. One more of these white pieces. I have a hard time finding these guys. There it is. And I realize now I should have eaten something before beginning the stream. But it's too late. Where are you? There it is. That's the one I was looking for. This onto this. Okay. Double checking the picture, making sure I know what I'm looking at. One by twos, dark gray 1x2s. is. Okay. Angry Ghost. Sorry, the sound zone's just very quiet because all I have on is just the mic. No background noise or anything. It's very quiet right now. Not a whole lot of. So I hope that's picking up. It should be. Yeah, that's picking up. It's just very quiet, very concentrated in the build. Partially because I didn't eat before I started the stream, and I'm realizing that I'm hungry, and so I'm a little distracted while I'm trying to build Lego. There we go. Now it's starting to look a little bit more like something. Yeah, so yeah, brains. Yeah, it just gets where you get focused, and especially if you're looking at it and there's everything spread out, you can't find what you're looking for, and it gets real quiet while you hunt for pieces. I try to keep blathering so that there's not just dead air, but sometimes there's dead air. But what I'm looking at is getting a new set of wireless mics that hopefully have better sound quality, so they sound more like my studio mic that I use for just general streaming. The Yeti X that I use. But they cost money. And I've been spending all of my cash lately on computer build projects. well, the only reason I don't have background music going right now is the YouTube copyright laws. I have had in the past, on a different channel that I started years ago, videos pulled because copyrights on the music that was playing in the background. So go ahead and give me the link. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Like I said, because I have had videos pulled. And what's really crazy is those stupid. I use that word a lot, and it doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. On the Lego Lord of the Rings videos, they're banned in Russia and in Belarus because of copyright claims. In any case, we don't care too much about that right now. Okay, not that one. Yeah, just a plain 1 by 1. No hole through the center. Don't need that. There we go. That's what I want. I want that. Okay, let's see. I need 4 of those. It says there's 3. 4. And 2. These guys. I got 1. Now I just need the other. Where are you? You got the link? Yeah, send me the link and let me look it over, but I won't be doing it on cam because I need to make sure I'm not it's something that isn't gonna ding me. I haven't done a lot of research into what it takes to, or how to check videos to make sure you're not going to get smacked with a copyright, other than verifying that they're free use. I don't, and because even like in the Star Wars and the Indiana Jones videos, it does come up with the copyright notice on my videos after YouTube reviews them. It says I'm still free to do what I'm doing, and it doesn't affect the video, but they are copyrighted songs and stuff like that. But yeah, give me the link and let me look it over and see if it's something I can do on cam. Okay, 2 of those back there. Don't skip steps. Don't get distracted and skip steps. Okay. Yeah, this will definitely be a 2-part video. Sitting at this desk makes my back hurt. Leaning over. It's probably just leaning Sit up straight. That way you're not seeing the top of my head in the camera. One of these. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? There's one. That's what I want. Okay. Hey, I got the right piece the first time. The shuttle must be able to defend itself. It has blasters. Turning this over. Two of these. Building two of these. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best. I'm actually, wow, saying concentrated on the build. I'm having a hard time. Let's see, I'm looking for that last 2x2 with a barrel hanging off the bottom of it in light gray. I need this to put on it. Come on, you can't have hidden that well from me. But soon all the pieces start looking the same. Yeah, brains. I wish I had some brains. There it is. I put it over there with the gray pieces. Okay, we also need, that's a dark gray piece. This piece, which goes here. back here. Yeah. All right, we are on to bag 3. That is bag 2 complete. We have been streaming for about an hour now. We'll try bag 3 and see how we feel. We'll try our hand with bag 3. And see how far we get. And we turn it around. Nope. Okay, where are you? There's one. Where is the other? There's the other. I put them on the wrong spot. Oh, that one's still attached to the... So we'll just leave that. Something didn't get fully pulled apart the last time. That's okay. We'll take that small one as a given. As a gimme. All right, we'll see you in a bit, Angrios. Thank you for joining us while you can. Okay. Not for these, no. I'm looking for... Where are you? There's one. And I just gotta find the other. 1x2 with a little bar at the end. Getting my head under the camera. Trying not to do that. Where are you, little piece? Where are you? I have a feeling you're over here, somewhere on the right. Which means you're probably not there. Let's see. And after a while, the pieces all start looking the same. It is really an exercise in concentration to do this sometimes. And concentration, I believe, is a learned skill that can be practiced and honed. And sometimes it's very difficult. So it's like a muscle. But I digress. Where is that piece? One by two with a bar on the end. And makes you feel like you're going crazy trying to find the piece. And I do feel like I'm going crazy. Where is that? There it is. Found it. Finally. All right, we're building the canopy for the cockpit. This will be good. And the nose piece. we go. Okay. This one. And one like this. And a triangle plate. That goes on that. Okay. Then we build the other side. That's what I want. There we go. And the cockpit can go on. There. Now it's looking even more like the shuttle. Even better. And no, where are you? Light gray. I'm looking in the wrong color. Looking for it in dark gray, and that's why I can't find it right there. All right, and this piece on there. No, we have to build this first. Okay, let's see. Where are we? In dark gray. Look for it in the right color so you can find it. No, not that. At least I believe it's in dark gray. No, that is the right piece. I had the right piece. Pay attention. Okay. you? Little piece. There it is. And lastly, this. Now, one of these goes on here. We turn it over this way. No, this way. And we have this. As well as that. And then a white one underneath there. And this all goes on. Right there. All right, let's build this other side. Okay, there's a piece. Looking for all these little tiny pieces. Joshua, welcome. Hello. Welcome to the show. I get my head out of the cam. Thank you for joining us as we build Lego set 75302, the Imperial Shuttle, a retired set. So we have hunt for one little white. There it is. Okay, now installing these guys. More. There we go. Now, send this, goes in here. Okay, I need another, this piece. No. Not that. I have quite a few Lego Star Wars sets. You can see Boba Fett's Starfighter over here. It's not Slave 1, it's Boba Fett's Starfighter. It's a smaller one. I have the ARC 170 over here. And then up above, when I go back to the main cam, you can see all the TIE fighters lined up above. I've got the X-Wing, Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter, the Dark Falcon, Yoda's Starfighter. Yeah, I got a number of sets. A number of Lego Star Wars sets. I like the spaceships. I am quite literally Benny from the Lego movie. Spaceship! So the Star Wars sets are right up my alley. I like building the ships more than anything else about them. It's the ship builds. But I do build other stuff as well. I like the Speed Champion sets, the cars. But I build all sorts of stuff. One of the last Lego build I did before this one was the parrot. Which one's that? Which one are you looking for? Let's see, where is that? There we are. And everything's expensive these days. It seems like the price of everything. There we go. The TX-20 tactical droid. That would be cool. That would be cool. So you can see that on cam. The latching mechanism, so you can open, once it's all together, you can open up the top of the shuttle and access the people who are sitting inside. Angry Ghost, welcome back. Glad to have you back. Let's see. How much? I'm just wondering. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep going. I want to get to the end of bag 3. But we'll see. We'll see. Play it by ear. Two of these. €70 used. Dang. Yeah, the minifigs get expensive, and that's where the real price is in these sets. So you look at the sets that have a lot of minifigs, they get really expensive, especially if you get some of the really rare figs. One of the ones I've been looking at that I would like to get is Sauron from Lord of the Rings. One of the Sauron minifigs. But yeah, I've seen some really expensive minifigs used down at Bricks and Minis. And even just new, just for some of the regular minifigs. Like, for instance, one of my favorite ships from Star Wars is the A-Wing fighter. So I purchased the bagged edition of the A-Wing pilot, the minifig, because he comes with the cool A-Wing helmet. And this guy was $15 US, as I knew, in bag. And he's not even one of the super rare ones. He's just one of the collectible, doesn't show up in any sets. He's just, yeah, I need it because I thought I needed an A-wing pilot. Oh, there you go. Changed your icon. Nice. I can't tell for sure what that is. I have to go to. Is it the same thing? No. I have to change. I have to check and see what your profile icon is. Your profile pic is now in your ghost. All right, let's see. Where am I? Where am I? Right there. Those are light gray. Light gray 1x3s. Turning the page. On to step 90. I seem to have missed. I missed a couple things. One of these. And another one of those. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a mess up. And then those are in dark gray. Where are you? Where are you? There's one. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Well, there it is. Turned just the wrong way towards me. I couldn't see it. Fossil head zombie from Plants vs. Zombies 2. Ah, excellent. Very cool. Let's see. Okay, this piece and this on here. Don't know why we put that on, but that's okay. And one. And where's the other? A 2x1 with a one single stud sticking out of the top. Where are you? There it is. At Vader's feet. Oh, that completes bag 3. And I think we are going to call that the next live stream. Angry Ghost will be at 9 o'clock. I may or may not continue this build. I think I may not. I may postpone the part 2 of this till to another episode. I'm not quite sure. But this is bag 3. You can see how far we've gotten. We have access to the cockpit. Inside is coming together. I'm going to slide back over to the main cam. So that we have been at it for about an hour and a half now. We've made it through 3 bags, so we're averaging about 1 bag every half hour. A nice slow build. But for all those who've joined us, thank you. I don't know why that's looking that the way it is. So, Angry Ghost, Joshua, thank you guys. until next time, the next stream, 9 o'clock, we will either be doing some video game review or I'll be continuing this build. I'll see just how I feel at that time. But until that time, I am Archimedes signing off.